Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and there are some major things going on in the Call of Duty franchise right now. I'm just kidding, there really isn't anything happening right now because Activision is hiding in their little tiny Ninja Turtle shells right now after all of the negative backlash towards Black Ops 7. It's so bad that I actually hopped on the game today to record a couple of things here and there, and it just further proved exactly what we were talking about in my previous video. Black Ops 7 is doomed to fail. The hype just is not there. Activision is panicking, and Black Ops 6 is still a complete and total dumpster fire. I swear, I should be playing this game every single day because the amount of nonsense I find within it could fuel a million videos, man. Like, do you guys see what's happening on my screen right now? For some reason, I have some sort of freaking electrical charge all around me when I do things like throw down a field upgrade or reload or whatever, and then I saw this blue lightning ball just hovering in the room with me. Now, remember how fans have been giving Activision feedback for years, saying that we're tired of all the crazy cosmetics, give us an option to disable them and everything, and then the Activision pay pigs came out and said, it's just cosmetic, I paid money, you have to see it, it doesn't affect gameplay. Well, now it freaking does, dude, because apparently there's been a bug in the game for over a week now where visual effects from weapon inspects and reactive weapon blueprints can persist longer than intended and be observed by teammates. Who is even making this game anymore, man? You cannot convince me there's not just like a skeleton crew working on Black Ops 6, like mostly just running AI at this point, because how does this shit even happen, let alone happen for over a week? Now, you guys know me, I don't play Black Ops 6 anymore, but I honestly should, considering I could just hop on for an hour and find enough bullshit in this game to make a week's worth of videos. That's just how messed up the COD franchise is right now, but let's reiterate this just one more time. For over a week now, $30 reactive weapon blueprints used by your teammates can have their effects transfer over to you and just bug out throughout the entirety of the match. So much for the whole, it's only a skin, it's just cosmetic, who cares, because now it's actually affecting gameplay, and it has been for over a week, and it's annoying enough that these pay pigs are the ones keeping the lights on over at Activision, and they're also indirectly holding the entire franchise back by spending so much freaking money on the game on stupid shit like this. But now, if you do decide to play Black Ops 6, you have to see the effects of their poor financial decisions on your screen while you play. Just, what a freaking nightmare, dude. All this goes back to what I was saying in my previous video, man. Black Ops 7 is doomed to fail because Black Ops 6 is flopping at a historic level. The game is being held together by glue, wet spaghetti noodle code, and shop bundles like this. And no, ladies and gentlemen, this is not concept art or anything like that. This is not fake. This is literally a bundle within Black Ops 6 that they are selling and people are buying. It's at the point where all we can do is just sit back and laugh at this franchise anymore. And speaking of that, feel free to laugh at the gameplay here because it's actually pretty freaking atrocious. Again, I don't play Black Ops 6 anymore. I hop on pretty much every time there's a new season or a new season reloaded. I maybe play for an hour, I do my video, boom, we're done, right? And to everybody saying play other games in the comments to my videos, that's literally all I do, yet none of y'all show up to the streams or to the videos on my second channel, so what am I supposed to do here? I do feel like I have to repeat myself all the time because no matter what, there's always people who just didn't get the message initially or maybe just didn't hear it or pay attention to it, but 24 hours played on Black Ops 6 in the past 7 months. That is where I am currently. So as you guys can see, when I do hop on for footage, I am rusty beyond belief. I'm out here with that freaking windshield wiper aim going on, man, but we're in the 10v10 playlist, and skill-based matchmaking is not nearly as thick in 10v10, but the problem with 10v10 is it sometimes takes like 5 minutes to find a lobby because Call of Duty is doing great, it's setting records, it's the most advanced game ever, and yet for some reason it takes 5 minutes to find a lobby. Maybe it's because they have like 20 different playlists going on, like I don't freaking know, but 10v10's always been kind of known for having looser skill-based matchmaking than normal, so despite the fact that I suck, I can still string together a couple of kills. Now, you guys might remember, you might have forgotten because seemingly nobody actually cared, but the trailer for Black Ops 7 came out about a week ago, right? And the community reaction to that has been overwhelmingly negative, but Activision is still being Activision. They're using tricks like taking the trailer and embedding it within YouTube ads that they pay for, and also embedding the video across all of their social media sites and everything, and supposedly they're also using bots to help with the engagement, which is really interesting, but regardless, the trailer is up to about 40 million views in under a week. That's pretty freaking crazy, but of those 40 million views, we see over 70,000 dislikes, and since the Chrome extension to show dislikes is not an exact one-to-one, this could easily be well over 100,000 dislikes by now. And the comments, man, the comments are just so overwhelmingly negative. If Black Ops 6 is the game that set records for historically bad player retention post-launch, then Black Ops 7 looks to be the game that will set historically low levels of hype and interest from the player base. I don't think that's me being overly pessimistic either. either. You have a game like Black Ops 6, which has been bleeding players every single month since launch, the game with the completely broken matchmaking, the game with the broken anti-cheat, the game with the same copy and paste events every single month, and they think people are going to be stoked for a sequel to that? It just doesn't make sense, man. Like, one of the most common bits of feedback on the Black Ops 7 trailer is, dude, Black Ops 6 just came out, and that's pretty true. The game's been out for what, like 7 months now, and they're already like, hey man, do you like this game? Well, in 3 months you can have Black Ops 6.5. I don't care what the game is, man. Having back-to-back titles like that within the same universe by the same developers is a terrible idea. It did not work for Modern Warfare 2 going into Modern Warfare 3, and looking back, I don't think it would have even worked in the golden era of COD titles. Like, take Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and put them back to back. I don't think fans would have been as excited for Black Ops 2 as they were without having Modern Warfare 3 in between. Variety between games and variety between developers was one of the core reasons why Call of Duty blew up so much back in the late 2000s and the early 2010s, but if you think we're getting variety with Black Ops 7, you'd be wrong, man. You would be dead wrong, which ties into a bit of news that came out. So we've all heard that Black Ops 7 is going to feature some, if not all, of the original Black Ops 2 maps being remastered at launch. The idea being sell fans on nostalgia while also putting in as little effort as possible. It didn't work for the launch of Modern Warfare 3, but Sledgehammer still found a way to make that work, and Treyarch seems to be trying to do the same thing and catch lightning in the bottle twice, because here we have a leak from the Ghost of Hope claiming that Black Ops 7 will not only have Transit as the big zombies map, but they also plan to bring back Mob of the Dead. Now, from what he's been told, Transit is literally just going to be Transit from Black Ops 2. There's no word on them removing lava or anything like that, since we didn't see anything about that in the trailer, but according to his sources, the prison scene that we saw in the trailer is, in actuality, a remaster of Mob of the Dead. Now, I will be the first to say, Mob of the Dead is an amazing zombies map. I think for a lot of people, it's probably considered to be the best zombies map of all time. It's incredible, it's iconic, it's a license to print money, and that's exactly the problem. The more we learn about Black Ops 7, the worse it sounds, honestly. Like, the game is going to be a sequel to a title that is flopping like crazy. The multiplayer is going to be full of remade maps and guns from Black Ops 2. The zombies mode will be full of remade zombies maps from over 10 years ago. The Warzone experience will literally just continue to be Verdansk until they eventually push out the Avalon map, which, by the way, what does it say about the Avalon Warzone map that they essentially built all of Black Ops 6 around it, yet they still thought the map was going to suck, so they decided to remake a Warzone map from 2020 instead? Like, do you guys see what I'm trying to say here? Like, there's no way Avalon's going to be any good if they decide to can it for Black Ops 6 and save it for Black Ops 7. And when it comes to multiplayer and zombies, it's just going to be a bunch of remakes, man. Like, there's nothing original anymore. No creativity, no passion. And I gotta tell you guys, I am in the wrong business. Now, don't get me wrong here. If making fun of the Call of Duty series is my business, then business is booming right now because they keep messing up at every single turn. But I shouldn't be doing that, man. I should have learned to program and got myself a six-figure job over at Activision, because imagine how easy it would be to make Call of Duty now. Like, do you need a new gun? Well, just copy and paste one from Black Ops 2. Do you need a new map? Well, just copy and paste firing range in Nuketown from Black Ops 1. Is Warzone failing? Is it getting a little bit stale? Well, how about we just copy and paste that map from 2020? Oh, what's that? It's time for a brand new event? Well, how about we design a system to drop tokens and then copy and paste that exact same system in every single event, every single month until the end of freaking time? And oh, by the way, how about we just make most of the rewards XP tokens that count down while you're in the main menu? Oh, what's that, boss? Player numbers are starting to dip down. How about we just copy and paste 3 weapons from 6 years ago and say it's part of our commitment to our longtime fans? It's perfect. They're all going to buy it. They're going to eat it up, and that way they can just blow smoke up the ass of the players who only started playing COD during the Warzone/skill-based matchmaking era, and they can continue to ignore all of the old school fans who built this franchise up in the first place, man. It works out so well. Just keep remastering stuff from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 because all these new gen players have no idea what those games even are. I really wish I could find this clip. I spent about half an hour trying to find this clip, going through my video files, going through even my own videos. I know it does exist somewhere on the internet. If you guys can find it, like, tweet it to me. I need to find this clip. But back during Modern Warfare 3, I was playing War, right? And you guys remember the first War map, you know, the only War map that we had for like 6 months or something like that before they finally gave us a second one? Well, after you get through the first area, you enter into the Crossfire portion of the map. In that clip, I wish I could find it, man. I really do. But in there, my teammate is on voice comms and he tells everybody, hey, this is that map from Call of Duty Mobile. I just don't know what to say anymore, guys. We're pretty much in one of the worst spots Call of Duty has ever been in. Black Ops 6 feels completely dead. I don't think there's any other way to put it. The matchmaking is as strong as ever. Every content creator that isn't actively trying to get in bed with Activision has nothing positive to say right now, either about Black Ops 6 or about Black Ops 7. Like, nobody is happy right now. The reception to the new trailer has been overwhelmingly negative, and now we're all just sort of sat here. We are sat here waiting and wondering, what will Activision and Treyarch do about all of this? Now, history says they're probably just going to keep releasing more stupid shop bundles that bug out the game, and then slowly, and I mean very slowly, drip feed us the smallest bits of information about Black Ops 7 as possible over the course of the next couple of months. Given how negative the reception to the trailer has been, I think they are going to play it safe. This is all my prediction right here. I think they're going to be very careful. The first few teasers that they're going to give us for multiplayer are going to be barely anything, man. I'm talking like close-ups on guns, maybe some catchphrases from Woods, Mason, and Menendez, and then all footage will be completely devoid of anything of actual substance. There will be no wall running, no double jumping or anything like that, and that is my prediction for the next month of marketing for Black Ops 7. I feel like right now they are walking on eggshells. They are nervous as hell because Black Ops 7 has the potential to be the biggest flop in Call of Duty history. The devs are not talking about it. The official Call of Duty social media pages are not talking about it. They're all probably following orders from the higher ups because right now they are in damage control mode. They figured they could just keep coasting with the same bullshit over and over and be just fine, and that obviously is not the case anymore. They failed with Black Ops 6. They failed with Warzone Mobile just trying to do the same shit. They failed with Verdansk as well. I mean, sure, it did revive the player base for like a month there, but we're already back to pretty much where we were before. They've been coasting as much as they can on the same old stuff, and it's clearly not working anymore. You guys know my take on this. It all comes down at the end of the day to the matchmaking system. In my opinion, maybe I'm being too generous here, but in my opinion, everything else is forgivable. The $30 shop bundles, the freaking animation effects showing up on my screen because somebody on my team was stupid enough to waste $30 on a weapon skin, all of that bullshit is forgivable because at the end of the day, at the very least, we would have a fun game to play. But of course, the matchmaking has even taken that away from us. I really don't see the Call of Duty series ever rebounding until they finally admit their mistakes and let the game be organic and fun again. It seems like every day another layer gets peeled away from Activision's little protective skill-based matchmaking barrier. It's like this shield that they have up for themselves. They keep pretending that it's good for the game. They keep pretending that fans enjoy it. They keep pretending that there's nothing wrong with the series when it's clearly falling apart. And that's also a few guys in suits sitting in offices who literally have maybe 2 hours of total playtime of Call of Duty to their names combined can feel good about the decision that they made. They are literally fine to just sit back and watch the Call of Duty ship sink to the bottom of the gaming ocean so long as they themselves don't look bad and they can blame somebody else. It's the exact same thing that happened to the Guitar Hero series. They've convinced themselves that skill-based matchmaking is good for the series, and to revert that feature would be to admit defeat and look bad towards their colleagues and their superiors. That's ultimately what's wrong with the COD franchise. The people who run it and make all the very important decisions don't play the game, let alone know how to handle it. I would love nothing more than just to play 2 hours with these guys, man. Just like party up, let them be forced into those iridescent lobbies that I was stuck in forever, and see exactly how they do. See how they have fun. See what their experience and their feedback is like after a couple of hours of playing in lobbies like that. I can almost picture their reactions, like these guys that basically don't even know how to walk or shoot in Call of Duty yet are also making all the big decisions for the game. They would have absolutely no fun whatsoever, and I can picture them just doubling down and saying that this is the reason why the matchmaking system exists to begin with. We clearly don't belong in lobbies like this, and no shit they don't, man, because they're playing with somebody like me or any other YouTuber out there pretty much, or probably most of you guys watching the video as well. If they played in our lobbies, they'd be freaking miserable all the time. They would have no fun whatsoever, and that's the exact same scenario that millions of players across the world have had to deal with when they try to play the game with their friends and family. There's literally no positive aspect to the matchmaking system whatsoever, and I'm just gonna end it off there. Like, I'm literally sitting here having shower arguments in my head about playing COD with the higher ups at Activision so I can just like prove to them how stupid they are and all their decisions are terrible, and I think that's a sign that I probably need to wrap things up here today. What I said is true though. All it would take is one live stream, one gaming session, get those people who are making the decisions for COD playing in the lobby with me or literally any other COD fan that has 2 thumbs in the brain, and they will quickly realize and feel exactly what Call of Duty has been like for years, and they will finally see why we criticize the game the way that we do. Only when Activision and the Call of Duty devs actually play their own game outside of their own protected brackets will they see what the other 80% of the community has been dealing with, and only then will they understand that serious changes need to be made. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep you all posted as soon as we learn more about about Black Ops 7 and how Activision plans to handle the colossally negative backlash the game's been getting so far. So stay tuned for that. But for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening and for your continued support of my channel. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.